Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. I'll follow up on that Lionel 8200 that I installed that AC motor in. Anyway, the 8200 is what's called a dockside switcher, and these were used around ports for moving rail cars when they would unload an ore freighter. And the problem with them, of course, is they do not have a standard drawbar. They have a actual coupler on the back, so you can't couple this with a tender. Now it carries its own coal supply, as you see. This is called a bunker, and it carries a extra load of water in this jacket around the boiler. But for longer hauls, of course, you can couple it to a tender. In this case, you can't couple it to a Lionel tender or a Marks tender because instead of having a drawbar, it has a Lionel coupler. So I built myself a nice little tender for this locomotive. Let me flip this into reverse real quick. There we go. So I took a tender and mounted a Lionel coupler on the front rather than the slot for a standard drawbar, as you see. So a really nice tender for this 8200. Goes with it rather well. So got a full consist on this, thought I'd take it around. Just playing with this thing. As you see, that tender doesn't look too bad on there. And this thing is running just absolutely perfectly. Like I said, it was really fortuitous that I got that Lionel motor. It was just a direct swap. Took out the DC motor and dropped the AC motor directly into this 8200. Put this tender together for it. And as you see, this actually looks quite nice. And that's about 35% power. It's pulling 10 Lionel cars. So that tender goes with that rather well, I think. And for short hauls, it doesn't need a tender. It's fairly self-contained. For long hauls, of course, you can couple it to a tender and take off cross-country. Anyway, just thought I'd make a tender for it. It looks nice. It runs well. That tender really goes with that locomotive. At least I think it does. I think it looks quite good. As you see. So I'm happy with it. Anyway, excuse me, trying to keep myself busy. This is running really, really well. Like I said, it only took a few minutes to drop that motor in there. And I took all the best parts and put them on this locomotive. This actually runs nice. It looks actually quite good, I think. The only thing left to do is to add a headlight. But that tender actually looks quite striking with that locomotive, I think. It looks like it goes with it. Different than most Lionel tenders. It's not a slope back, and it's not a full-size tender. In fact, this is the only tender like this that I have. Anyway, I just mounted a standard Lionel coupler on the front so I could couple it to this 8200. I think it looks quite good. Anyway, tomorrow or Friday, very likely tomorrow, I'm going to be uploading a video on a really special project that I'm hoping everyone will find of interest. It's going to be a really, really different video, so I'm really looking forward to making it. And I'm going to leave the comments open, really looking forward to seeing what the opinion is of this. Anyway, a new video coming tomorrow is going to be really, really special. It's going to be a lot of fun to make it, and really looking forward to doing it. So in the meantime, just keeping myself busy and put this tender together for this 8200. And as you see, that looks quite good, I think. And this locomotive is running just absolutely perfectly. And just absolutely splendidly. So it was great that I got that AC motor, and it was just a direct replacement. Took out 3 screws, took out the old motor, put in the new one, reassembled it, put the push rods on it, and a genuine 8200 AC locomotive. So this just tripled in value. The DC locomotives with the can motors, they only run on DC, of course. You can find them really, really inexpensive. This 8200 with an AC motor, full-size motor in itself, about 60 bucks. Sometimes more than that. So, like I said, it was fortuitous that Lionel motor came with those 2 motors that I got yesterday. $3 a piece. The Marx motor I'm using for parts. The Lionel motor, I didn't know what I was going to do with it until I started looking at it and discovered it was the 8200 motor. So, installed and running, forward, reverse, and neutral. So I will very likely add a headlight to this. Anyway, I just want to do a follow-up on the 8200 and that tender I put together for it. This actually looks quite good, I think. Quite striking looking. And that tender actually looks like it goes with that locomotive. It's not a slope-back tender, and it's not a full-size Lionel tender. As you see, this actually doesn't look too bad, I don't think. I don't think anyone would object to owning this. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.